So I'm gonna tell y'all about this time I had a anxiety attack. Okay. So to tell you why I had the anxiety attack, I have to tell you the event that led up to it. Okay. So this is basically my first time, my only time, getting locked up. I was 19. I don't know if I told this story before, but I'm gonna tell it again. I was in Tallahassee. I was going to school. I had a job. Met this dude. He was a dope boy. Long story short, I'm gonna take care of you. I don't want you to do nothing. My girl don't need to work. Blase squaja, you know. You know the rest. You know how that goes, okay? I want to take care of you. Whoop de whoop, blase squaja. I stopped working. I was going to school, and then it got to a point where I stopped going to school, and I was just always at the house chilling. Well, I ain't even gonna say I was always at the house chilling because we was always out and about, going to different events and things like that. He was the type that liked to wine and dine this girl, so we was like never at home. I was always being wined and dined or whatever. And he was wine and dining me so much to it slipped my mind to really pay attention to the small things that was happening around my eyes. So when I started paying attention and I started telling him I didn't want to go places like, out to eat and stuff like that. I just wanted to chill. Started really holding back, staying home. I noticed he started doing a lot more with the roommate, and it dawned on me like this ain't nothing that he started. He been going out with her. I just never realized it because if he wasn't with me and we was out and about together, he was sending me out with, he was like, okay, yeah, baby, go out with friends, go have a good time. He was sending me, to the spa, get my hair done, nails and stuff like that. So I was away so much thinking, okay, he whining and dining me, he pampering me the whole time. He doing all that to keep me away from the house so he can do what he do. Because he was messing with our roommate. Oh my God. So this one night or whatever, I knew they had messed with each other that day, but I was trying to really shake it off, and they both was on drugs. Like you can tell they was on drugs. You can tell they want themselves. They was like overly sexually, and just the way how they was acting. I'm just like, cause of course they was messing around, but they knew not to do that in front of my face. So I knew they had to be on some type of drugs because they was doing it out in the open, flirtatious and stuff. So we went in the room and I was just like, you know what? She got to go. You got to tell her she got to go tonight. And he was like, yeah, I tell her. So I remember him leaving out the room or whatever. Then he come back in the room and he closed the door and he's smiling. And I was like, oh, hell no. Like, he closed the door. As soon as he closed the room door, he was smiling from ear to ear. You know how, like, somebody rubbing their hand, like, okay, yeah, I got this new play type of thing. And I'm just like, nah, you got me jacked up. You hear me? So I looked at him. I was like, what you doing all that for? And he was just like, no, man, nothing. So immediately he started arguing with me. Man, you need to get on. You need to buy. He was like, buy, you need to go. You need to get out. You getting on my nerve. And I'm like, dang, I ain't even said nothing. So I was just like, you know what? I already know what it is. I was just like, that's fine. You can just take me home because I wasn't from Tallahassee. I'm from Pensacola. And I'm just like, man, just take me home. Tomorrow you can just drive me home and we good. And at that time, I did not drive. Being in a vulnerable situation, he really took advantage. And he was like, no, you got to go. He went to try to throw my stuff over the balcony. Make a long story short, he picked me up and threw me to the wall. I was like, listen, keep your hands off me. He did it like two more times and we started fighting. And y'all, I would never forget this man's face because his face, like, it's like he was just so shocked that I actually defended myself. Like he wasn't expecting that. Like he was expecting for me to just basically do whatever he said. You know what I'm saying? Like I never forget that face, y'all. Like he was just like he was just so dazed, y'all. So anyhow, so we fighting going on. I end up stabbing him. He put the gun out on me. I took the gun from him and shot at him with his own gun. So he ran in his car. He called the police. So he came back up there and he was just like, listen, you can go now. And he was like, I tell them that, you already left. I was like, I ain't got nowhere to go. I don't hang with nobody out here like that. Time I stand in their house, I don't have friends. All I got is my family, and you know that. And he was just like, well, you need to leave now. I ain't got nowhere to go. So I stayed there. The police come. Man, when I tell you, they ain't even asked what happened. They hurry up and slapped the handcuffs on me. It was a black cop. I would never forget this shit. They taking me outside, so I gotta pass by him to go out the front door. And the black police officer told him, "You finna man up today," because he said he didn't want to press charges. He just wanted me to leave. He was like, "You gonna man up today?" He was like, "You called us. You want us to take care of it. We gonna take care of it. You gonna press these charges. You gonna be a grown ass man." Y'all, I would never forget a black cop told this man that shit. And I was like, yo, I was passing by and I heard it. And the white cop was just like, shh, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. You know, anything you hear gonna make you mad. I was like, of course it's gonna make me mad because I know motherfucking way. I'm young, but I ain't dumb. You can't make that man press charges if he don't want to. That ain't in your place to make him press charges. And the black cop was just like, shut your mouth and get in the car. And he slung me in the car. I was like, boy, what the fuck? Y'all, that whole experience really fucked with me, being thrown in the fucking police car. I ain't did nothing, y'all. Like they can tell and it's crazy because when the police came, they can tell how fragile I was. So they about knew I didn't do anything. This man ripped. I'm talking about this man ripped and buff as hell. What the hell could my little ass do to this man? And he taller than me. Like what the hell could I do to this damn man, y'all? But they was treating me like I was just a criminal. Like I was used to coming in and out the jail system. Like I ain't got no record, y'all. They treated me horribly. Threw me in the car. I was telling them like y'all ain't taking no pictures of my marks or my scars, none like that. That I got up on me. They was like, man, you'll be alright. Stop being a baby. And I'm like, damn. So I'm crying because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious? So we get up in there and they basically telling me to strip search and stuff, and they were just basically like manhandling me, like slinging me around, do this, do that, here, put that on, bend over, spread them cough, and I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all some rude ass motherfucker, and then y'all just violated me. Like I felt so dirty, so disgusting, like. And then I'm sitting in this jail cell, y'all. Oh my fucking god, I couldn't believe this man really locked me up and had me go to jail and sit in this motherfucking cell. Y'all, I went in, like I said, he used to wine and dine me. So I went in there, my hair done. I'm talking about fresh hairdo, baby. Nails done, toes done, y'all. Listen. And since I was there that night, they didn't take nothing off me or whatever. Now, if I had been there a couple of more days, I'm pretty sure they would have took my nails and hair and all that off. But, this is my first night in there or whatever. And y'all, when I came through, it's like I never forget. I had to sit there through all this processing time and shit. I didn't get to the cell till later that night. This happened that night, like at 8, 9. I had to go through hours of processing, so I know it's well like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, because I can remember like 2, 3 hours later they was talking about every day was calling everybody to come to breakfast. So I'm walking through it and I just see somebody through the cell beating on the cell. Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. So me being me, I'm just like, man, listen, if I don't get up out of here, listen, they gonna have me on some more charges, cause you ain't just think you finna bully me. That ain't even finna work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, So that next morning they moved me because I was in the cell by myself that night. I guess when you first get there, if they can, they put you in the cell by yourself, and then the next morning they'll move you to, I guess in Tallahassee they'll move you to the regular population. So they was moving me, and they moved me to a room with another girl, y'all. The girl was crazy than a motherfucker. Oh my god. They moved me in the room to the other girl. When I was moving, got my mat and stuff, and I'm moving to the other room, the exact same girl I seen beat on the door. I'm talking about a big ass dyke. She gonna say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get you," cause she was in the room with the other girl, and they was making her transfer and go into the room by herself that I was in, because she was cutting up anyways. And she was like, "Well, yeah, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you." I was like, man, I'm thinking to them, I ain't saying that, but I was mugging at the whole time. The whole time in my head, man, I'm thinking, boy, my people better hurry the fuck up. They better come get me, boy, because they don't come get me, I swear to God, we're going to have some problems when I do touchdown. But listen, because I knew he wasn't going to press charges, so I was about going to sit in there until the court date came, because I knew he wasn't going to show up at court. He wasn't trying to press no charges. I already knew that shit, y'all. So I was like, damn, if I got to sit here until this court date up, well, I was like, boy, I swear for God, my people going to hear me, boy. Because they know damn well I don't need to be in no damn predicament like this, just trying to defend myself and shit. Like, what the fuck? The fuck type shit this is. So anyhow, I'm in the room with the girl, and y'all, I just got to tell y'all, the girl was crazy. She was in there for stabbing her husband, y'all. She was in jail for stabbing her husband, but they was taking so long to do her case, right? Because she was trying to plead out insanity. So she had been going through court for like 6 months, and I'm thinking to myself, how they just gonna let you plead insanity and you realize killed your husband and you telling me how you killed them and shit? I'm looking at the girl crazy. Boy, they got me fucked up and they think I'm finna stay in the room with this girl tonight. And she telling me how she killed her husband. And y'all finna let this girl plead out talking about, insanity, talking about she wasn't in her right mind. Y'all crazy as hell if y'all let this goddamn. I'm thinking to myself, y'all crazy as hell if y'all let her back on the streets. Y'all crazy as hell if y'all give her parole, anything like that. She need to be in prison. If she get over on y'all, boy, I know the system done failed us all, which I already know that much, or whatever. So boom. So eventually, a couple of hours by, I think it was lunchtime. I remember lunchtime because we had a sack lunch, y'all. Girl, I looked at this motherfucking sack lunch and by threw this shit across the motherfucking goddamn. Well, this by this time I was out just sitting down up in the goddamn whatever the fuck you want to call it, pod or whatever. We was all just sitting down because I didn't eat breakfast and I was just sitting down there, whatever. And they bought us the sack lunch. I think it was a juice. It was either a juice or a milk. Probably wasn't no damn juice. Probably was a milk. But it was something that was in a carton and it was still froze, y'all. You can shake it and hear like the chunk of a damn ice in the middle of it, y'all. I was like, man, I'm not finna drink that shit. And then, matter of fact, I think it was either white or chocolate milk, y'all. And then it was a peanut. And then the girl was like, "Oh, we get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich." And she was like, "We get a ham sandwich." I was like, "Okay, peanut butter and jelly. Okay, okay, girl." I opened up this goddamn man. Listen, I done took this shit out the little baggie, the little plastic baggie they had it in, y'all. And I called myself in to eat me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, girl. Yes. Girl, this big ass blob of shit in the middle of that bread. I was like, what the fuck is this? She was like, oh, that's peanut butter and jelly. I was like, okay, that don't look like no fucking peanut butter, but give it nevertheless, I give them that. But ain't where the fuck the jelly at? Ain't no goddamn jelly nowhere in there. A motherfucker gonna pass out. We gonna need 4-5 carton in the motherfucking milk fucking with this goddamn sandwich. The hell wrong with these folks? Big, I'm talking about a big ass stupid glob in the middle, like it's a big ass motherfucking meatball in the middle of the goddamn bread. Now what the fuck is this shit? I was like, man, I ain't eating that. And it was a white, I'll never forget, it was a white pregnant girl. She's like, well, can I have it? I was like, yeah, you can get it. So then it was another sandwich, so I'm unwrapping. I was like, well, damn, let me just eat this ham sandwich. I was looking at this shit. I was like, man, what the fuck is it with these white dots and shit up on it? I forgot what the fuck she said it was. It was some type of meat. She said it was. I was like, what the fuck is this? Who the fuck? I was like, man, listen. I know we done did some, well, y'all done did some fucked up shit, because I was defending myself. I know y'all probably did some fucked up shit to get here, but goddamn, they ain't got to treat y'all like that with that bullshit. I was like, what the fuck? I can't think of the name of the type of meat she said it was. But I was like, I don't want this shit. So the white girl ate it, and I was thinking to myself, like, damn, you pregnant as fuck in here eating this nasty ass shit. Like, and then this thick ass motherfucking peanut butter with a little drop of motherfucking jelly. Girl, you gonna cloud your motherfucking throat up with this shit. I felt so bad for the pregnant. I swear to God, I felt bad for the pregnant girl because she was asking for everybody goddamn sack lunch that didn't want it because she ain't had no food. Man, I felt bad as fuck. And I'm like, damn, you ain't got no food. How long you been in here? And she was like, oh, I've been here 8 months. Bitch, you been here 8 months. You got no motherfucking food and you pregnant? But nah, can't do it. And I ain't never went back to jail. I ain't never had no more experience. I ain't trying to get locked up, man. Anything got to do with anything that I know gonna end me in jail, boy, I walk away quicker than the motherfucker. Because you can take your motherfucking ass in there, think shit sweet. I'm not going there because I know shit ain't sweet. And I'm not finna be left for dead. Cause when you get in there, you ain't gonna be able to depend on no motherfucking body but yourself. You're not finna put me in a fucked up predicament like that. No, we gonna be better. We're not finna do that dumb ass shit, okay? So boom, that was the situation at hand that happened. And the simple fact, and y'all, I ain't even tell you like that night I couldn't sleep because they were just screaming and yelling, and the guards telling them shut up or they gonna go to the hole. They just be no shit, rapping, screaming, yelling, like it. Girl, just imagine you lock up about 6, 7 dogs, and they hungry as fuck, and all the dogs just barking. You could say they devouring each other because that's what dogs gonna do, but they weren't, doing unto each other. But I'm just saying, just imagine this shit, just hearing these dogs just barking, just just go in. That's all the fuck you heard all motherfucking night. And then you heard somebody say, "Shut the fuck up." I never forget this shit. You heard somebody say, "Shut the fuck up. I gotta go to work, bitches." Some stopped talking, but then you had a lot of them that didn't give a fuck and was still talking. I was like, hell nah, boy. Who? I can't do it, y'all. Anyhow, so that was the situation at hand that happened. You take a girl from, I wasn't born in the suburbs. I was not born. I'm not from the suburbs. I'm not from the ghetto. I'm from the country. So I'm pretty much spoiled. I mean, you can call me privileged if you want to, because when I was younger, I was spoiled. I was privileged. My mama didn't have much money, but what she did have, she spent it on her kids, and we were some spoiled brats. It is what it is. So you put a privileged person in a predicament like that, that's gonna traumatize the fuck out of them. And y'all, to this day, I swear to God, if I'm in a closed space too long, like I will get all type of anxiety attacks because of that one motherfucking incident I went through that I should have never fucking went through, y'all. So okay, I'm back home in Pensacola with my mom, and I remember one night y'all, it was just a feeling that came up over me, and I remember I was asleep, y'all. So I woke up, but I wasn't really up. But the same feeling I had when I stepped into that motherfucking jail, y'all, I had the same feeling. And I didn't want to get up and panic and, make my mama panic. So I just laid there, y'all. I was scared to move. Y'all, I was scared to do anything. Like, I felt like somebody was finna hurt me, like I was finna die or some shit. And I was just panicking so hard. So I finally set up or whatever. And it was this church hymn my grandma used to sing to us. And it's basically the Lord's Prayer, but they made it into like an old hymn. And I just started humming it. Because my grandma used to always hum it all the time to calm us down when we was babies. So I just started humming it, y'all. And it made me feel better. But at the time, I didn't know exactly what was going on with me. I didn't know that I was having anxiety attack until I got older and started doing my research. So now that I was 19 then, I'm 29 now. And now I know that I was having anxiety attack. Now I get them pretty often or whatever. And what I do is, when I know, because like when you finna have anxiety attack, not all the time, but for a majority of the time, you can feel it. You can feel, or you kind of have an idea that you're about to have one because you're stressing, you're worrying. What I'll do is I start playing frequencies. I know everybody always have their phone next to them. Okay, get your phone, put on frequency. I think it's five. I think it's 525. Frequency 525. I think it is. But even if it's not 525, you can put on any frequencies. I think it's 523 hertz. 523 hertz. That's the one I put on, and it help you with anxiety and help you to stay calm and relaxed. And that stuff I still do. Lavender is real good, y'all. If y'all having anxiety attacks, lavender is definitely good. Lemongrass is good. Um, Let me see what else. Jasmine, the jasmine incense is good, or um, oil is good. Those are things that are really good. Um, if you even got an orange, cut your orange in half and squeeze it, and just squeeze a little bit out, and then just put it to your nose. That's another thing that can help you come back. Help you relax. What they call it, citrus. That's something that can help you. I'm only telling y'all this because one of my dear friends asked me to talk about anxiety, and that's something I know firsthand, baby. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Blessings. Mwah.